If the height of the tower is 65 feet, then what is the diagonal distance from the person on the boat to the top of the tower? So that is what I have labeled X. And also, how far is the boat from the base of the tower? I've labeled that Y, and you can label it using any variables you like. You can also see that I've labeled the height of the tower as 65, and I have a nice right triangle here with 27 as the angle of elevation. Remember, I got that by understanding that the 27 here and the 27 here are alternate interior angles because I have parallel lines. So the first thing I want to do is solve for X. So if I look at the 27, I can see that in relation to 27, 65 is the opposite side, and that X would be my hypotenuse, right? Because this is a right angle here. So I'm going to use my first formula to say that the sine of 27 is equal to opposite, which is 65 over hypotenuse. I'm going to cross multiply. I'm going to get X times the sine of 27 is equal to 65. And I'm just going to divide by the sine of 27. So I will get that X equals, let me just put that in my calculator. So 65 divided by the sine of 27, that's going to equal 143, and this is in feet. Okay, so that's 143 feet. I'm going to put that in my picture. All right, now the only thing that remains is to solve for Y, and I have a couple options. One thing I could do is say that the cosine of 27 is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. I could also say that the tangent of 27 is equal to opposite over adjacent. So it actually doesn't matter. You have two formulas that you could use. They will both give you the exact same answer. So, it doesn't really matter. So let's use the cosine formula. So let's use the cosine of 27. So I'm going to come over here and say the cosine of 27 equals adjacent, which is Y, over the hypotenuse that we just found of 143. Again, I'm going to cross multiply, form a proportion, get that Y is equal to 143 times the cosine of 27. And after I type that in my calculator, I will get 127 feet. Okay, so we can put that in, 127 feet, and we can see that the answer seems reasonable. And I always like to check for reasonableness. By the way, I'm going to fill in a 63 degrees there because I know I have a right angle. My largest side should be across from my largest angle. So 143 is definitely my largest side. It's across from the 90-degree angle. 63 degrees would be my medium angle. My medium side is therefore 127. That makes sense. And my smallest angle of 27 is across from my smallest side of 65. So these answers seem reasonable. Now, what I'm going to ask you to do is try the last two examples in the notes. I'm going to post to Schoology my detailed solutions to these. And I want to see if you can use the similar logic and formulas to figure these out. I'm going to post very detailed solutions step by step, and I'd like you to email me if you need any explanation. I'm happy to make a video for the last two examples. Good luck.